Hello all and welcome back to In the Kitchen with Pen. Now the recipe I'm going to do today is my own fault because a few weeks back we were scrolling through YouTube as you do and stopped to watch Bald Food Guy, and what he does is he reviews new food. So if he's in the supermarket and something says no, he tends to buy it and have a look. And this particular thing that he'd bought were basically Biscoff cheesecakes, individual Biscoff cheesecakes, and they are £2.49 for the two. I'll get Steve to put a picture in either there or there, you know, somewhere around here anyway. And me and my big mouth, I went, well, you can probably make, no I didn't, I said you can make those cheaper, okay? So today I am going to be attempting to make them cheaper, and what I've done is I've priced it up using all the ingredients from Aldi, and my total price of all the ingredients would be £7.42, and the ingredients are Biscoff biscuits, cream cheese, cream double, butter, icing sugar, and of course Biscoff spread. Now you'll notice that not all of these things are from Aldi because I'm not going to go out and buy things I've already got, okay? So that's why I've got it all written down in here. So Biscoff cheesecakes, I mean it was just a cheesecake and no baked cheesecake, so it had the Biscoff biscuit on the bottom, it had the cream cheese and cream and icing sugar on top of that, then it had a layer of Biscoff, and then a few more Biscoff crumbs over the top, but £2.49 for two. So come along and let's make Biscoff cheesecakes cheaper, we hope. Right, I've weighed out, and in my bag I have 100 grams of the speculoos, the caramelised, what do they actually call them? Yeah, caramelised biscuits, the Biscoff biscuits. And in a pan on my hob I've got 50 grams of butter, and we want this really fine, so I'm just using a rolling pin to crush it all down. You don't want big pieces of it. You could hammer it, of course you could, but oh, it will be noisy. And if I don't break the bag, added bonus, I can use it for something else, can't I? So I'm just rolling out and hoping I've got enough here for two, to quote Greg Wallace, who I can't stand, buttery biscuit bases. Right, that's done, so I shall switch on the hob and melt the butter, and you can see, there you go, it's all nicely crushed up now. So once the butter has melted, I will add the biscuits and put them all together, and you'll see that when we come to plate. Now the cheesecakes that Bald Food Guy tried, they came in little glass ramekins, and I haven't got any little glass ramekins, but I want you to be able to see it all. So what I've got is I've got a saucer, and then I've got my poaching rings, and I've buttered them, and I'm just going to pop, and I think this is more than enough for the two, so I shall just pop this lovely, it's all buttery and delicious, and I've got that Biscoff biscuit in there. And his ones, they did have quite a deep biscuit base, so we'll try to follow suit. And I'm just pushing down with the back of a spoon. Just a nice level, and I've got a bit left there, so let me see. It's not a glass ramekin, but it is a ramekin, and we'll have one in a ramekin. Oh gosh. Now the question is, will Steve and I be fighting over who gets it? I doubt it. We're far too grown up for that, aren't we? I'm not so sure. Right, so there you go. You can see I've used all, you will see, I've used all of the buttery biscuits, and I just need to press this one down. Now these need to go into the fridge to set for a while. We want them, the butter, what will happen is the butter will solidify again and hold everything together. So I'm going to let that happen now. And now to make the filling, and in this bowl I've got just about 100 ml of the double cream, and I need to start to whisk it. And we want soft peaks. I have put just a little drop of vanilla extract in there too. So I'm going to do this, but switch you off while I'm doing it. That's mixed together nicely, and in here I've got just about 200 grams, almost a whole pack of the what's it called? Cream cheese, soft cheese, call it what you will. Right, and I will need to combine these two together along with some of the icing sugar. Now I've got 300 grams in total in there, so now I'm going to need probably about 100 grams of icing sugar just to sweeten this up. Get 100 grams weighed out. I think 100 grams is going to be too much, but I'll weigh it out and we'll see. I won't put it all in at once. There we go, 100. And obviously, because it's icing sugar, that does have a tendency to clump somewhat. I'm going to sieve it in. The icing sugar will help thicken the mixture as well as obviously sweeten it slightly. One thing Bald Food Guy said was that it was particularly sweet, so we'll have to see how this goes. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold that through and get it fully incorporated into this mix. Now I've used about 65 grams of icing sugar there. Let's get it in because I can see lumps. Don't want the lumpy icing. Clumps, not lumps. Right, and No, I will go with some more. In fact, in for a penny, we'll go in for the lot. Right. That's it, you can see. I can feel it, and hopefully you can see that that is thickening up quite considerably now. Now I did have this idea of melting down a little bit of this and putting a swirl through. What do you think? Should we give it a go? We'll give it a go. Just going to melt some in the microwave. Right then, we've got some. It's softened up. I don't know what's going to happen here, but in for a penny, in for a penny. That seems to be my saying today, doesn't it? Right, I may not even use all of that. And we'll just stir it through so we get a... Oh yes, look at that. Can you see? We get a little Biscoff swirl to it. Which, let me tell you, the Aldi ones didn't have. Oh yeah, didn't have. Right. Okay. You know what I've got to do now, don't you? I've got to taste it. Oh, somebody's got to do it. It might as well be me. Oh, that's rather a lot. There we go. Can you see the swirl in there? Yeah, I think you can. Oh, oh, that worked. Right, that's now going to go in the fridge. Going to go in the other fridge because there's no room in this one. And we'll be back for the assembly. Right then, our bases have set up. Do you know, my heart was in my mouth then, but there's the bases. They are set up. Our cheesecake topping has firmed up. So, and there it is. Look, a lovely swirl of Biscoff through there. So all I have to do now is pop the topping on the top. And I have worked out the costings, and I have made 3, and making 3 is marginally cheaper than buying the 2, but as opposed to £1.25 each, these have worked out with the amount of ingredients I've used, let me just remember, at 82p each. So I knew I could do it cheaper. I thought £2.49 for 2 cheesecakes sounded like a lot of money. I'm not cheap. I'm a cheapskate. If I think I can make it cheaper or find it cheaper, then yes, of course I will. Who wouldn't? You'd be a fool not to try, wouldn't you? So I just want to flatten out these tops a little. Let's get some more in the individual one in the ramekin, because they were generously filled. I can't take that away from the Aldi ones. They were generously filled. So let's make sure mine are too, eh? And then what they had, just a little finishing touch, they had some of the Biscoff biscuit, speculoos biscuit crumb on the top. So I've got 3 more biscuits in here. writing those down again. And they weren't overly generous with biscuit crumb that is on top. They really weren't. I've got enough here to certainly be a lot more generous. Now, we haven't had dinner yet, so we can't try them. But I will, or we will, I think, do a taste test. Oh, that's a big bit. Don't want that big bit. Oh, I'll get a bit of biscuit. Oh, that's quite nice. You know, these are the biscuits that if you go out for a coffee into, not like I drink coffee, but somewhere like Costa or what have you, these are the little biscuits that you get on the side. Right, that'll do. And there you have Biscoff cheesecakes. They look lovely. I know each element tastes good, but I'll just run through the pricing with you. The double cream, I used 35p worth. The cream cheese, I used the whole pot, which was 85. Icing sugar, 18p worth. Biscoff spread, 40p worth. Biscoff biscuits, about 48p. Butter, 20p. Those were the lot. That came to 198, 245, sorry, or 82p each. But I think that they look really quite nice. So what will happen is we'll let you know just how they taste a bit later. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, what an idiot. I forgot the Biscoff spread that went on top. So I have once again melted some Biscoff. Doesn't make any difference to the price, I had factored this in. Melted some Biscoff in the microwave, and now I'm going to spread it over the top of the cheesecakes. I can't believe I forgot it. I am so sorry. What an idiot. Right, so now we have the Biscoff spread topping. I can go over with my biscuit crumb, can't I? Oh, honest to goodness. So we've got a double layer of biscuit crumb. There you go. You don't get that in the Aldi ones, let me tell you. Now these will just sit until after dinner and we can try them. So let's try showing you them again, but let's show you them properly. There they are. So we'll catch you on the taste test. Right then, let's taste this pud. I've taken the rings off now, and you can show them what it looks like.
Hang on, I've got the wrong one. My eyes balls have gone funny. What is it?
Are you not going to show? It's Biscoff cheesecake. there we go. So, tasty test time.
Hey, doing that cheesecake.
Do you not? I knew that was going to be hard.
I mean, cheese and cake. Tell you what, it's got more crunch than them pork scratchings.
Mm. But it's supposed to have that.
It's actually
crunch
really nice.
Why you sound so surprised?
You told me that's what I had to say.
No, I know that's a fib because you never do what you're told.
That's been known. That's nice one.
The double layer of crumb, that total accident, actually works.
Double layer.
Yeah, well, I forgot that I was putting Biscoff on top, and I put the crumbs on top, and then I had to do the Biscoff and then do more crumbs. So,
Yeah, right.
right.
That's very nice.
And
I'm not a fan of cheesecake. Cheese and cake.
£2.49 for two in Aldi, or I made three and they cost 82 pence each. So it's not rocket science, is it? You saw how easy it was. Right, we're going to carry on and eat this. Thank you very much for watching this episode of In the Kitchen with Pen, and we shall see you again
very soon. Oh, keep cooking.
bye bye.